Most people around you don't want you to win. It's not always loud betrayal or blatant sabotage. It's subtle. It's a smirk when you share your dreams. A just being realistic jab that lingers in your mind. A quiet competition they'll never admit. They're killing your drive, one calculated move at a time, and you might not even see it. Welcome to the internal war. Their external manipulation versus your unyielding stoic fire. I'm not here to coddle you. I'm here to arm you. This is about the 5 ways people, friends, family, even strangers will try to snuff out your ambition. And more importantly, how you can turn their poison into fuel for your rise. These aren't just theories. They're backed by dark psychology, clinical patterns, and the raw truth of men like Jordan Peterson, who said, if you're not moving forward, you're dying. Or David Goggins, who built himself from nothing by defying the voices, external and internal, that begged him to quit. Why does this matter? Because in 2025, the world is louder, more distracted, and more toxic than ever. X posts explode with men venting about crabs in a bucket, pulling them down. TikTok reels scream about toxic friends who smile while they stab. Reddit threads overflow with stories of betrayal trauma. People crushed by those they trusted. Google Trends show searches for why people hold you back, spiking alongside stoic mindset and motivation killers. VidIQ and TubeBuddy confirm content about purpose sabotage is going viral, resonating with millions of men seeking clarity in a world designed to keep them small. Today, we're diving into 5 shocking truths about how people demotivate you. Each one will expose their tactics, reframe their attacks through stoic mastery, and show you how to forge yourself in the fire of their doubt. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll see their moves coming, and you'll know exactly how to use them to become unstoppable. Let's begin. You're aiming too high. That's a nice dream, but let's be realistic. Sound familiar? The first way people demotivate you is by downplaying your goals. They don't scream it. They don't need to. It's a quiet, insidious dismissal delivered with a smile or a shrug, designed to plant a seed of doubt that grows into paralysis. And the worst part? You might believe them. Let's break this down. In 2023, a Reddit thread on "We are deciding to be better" went viral with over 2,000 upvotes. A guy shared how his best friend laughed off his plan to start a business, saying, "You're not Jeff Bezos, bro." That seed of doubt cost him 6 months of inaction. Psychology calls this social discounting, when others minimize your ambitions to maintain their own comfort zone. Why? Because your growth threatens their stagnation. If you succeed, they're forced to confront their own excuses. As Patrick Bet-David says, most people don't hate your success. They hate what it says about their failure. Dark psychology reveals the mechanics. Narcissists, for example, use this tactic to keep you small. A 2024 study in Journal of Technology and Behavioral Science found that social media amplifies this, with platforms like Instagram fostering comparison and subtle put-downs. Think about it. Someone comments, "That's a cute little project," on your post about a new venture. It's not a compliment, it's a dagger. They're betting you'll internalize it, scale back, and stay in the bucket with them. Now let's flip it with stoic mastery. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Their words are noise, not truth. Your goals aren't unrealistic. They're just outside their reality. David Goggins. When he decided to become a Navy SEAL, his friends called it impossible. He was overweight, broke, and had no military background. Their doubt wasn't about him, it was about their own limits. Goggins used their skepticism as fuel, training through pain and rejection to become one of the toughest men alive. Here's how you do it. First, recognize the tactic. When someone says, "That's unrealistic," they're projecting their fear, not your reality. Second, reframe it. Their doubt is a signal you're on the right path. Third, act. Write down your goal daily. Visualize it. Take one step toward it, no matter how small. Stoicism teaches that action cures doubt. When they see you moving, their words lose power. In 2025, X is buzzing with men sharing stories of defying naysayers. One viral tweet read, "My dad said my gym routine was pointless. 2 years later, I'm shredded, and he's asking for workout tips. Keep going." That's the blueprint. Their dismissal is your ignition. Has someone ever told you your dreams were unrealistic? Drop a fire emoji in the comment if you're proving them wrong right now. Why are you so intense? You're taking this way too seriously. The second way people demotivate you is by laughing at your efforts. It's not always a loud cackle. Sometimes it's a chuckle, a raised eyebrow, or a "relax, man." But make no mistake, it's a weapon. They're mocking your discipline to make themselves feel better about their laziness. This hits hard because effort exposes vulnerability. When you pour your soul into something, a business, a fitness journey, a creative project, you're bearing your ambition. And they smell blood. A 2025 TikTok trend went viral with men sharing stories of friends mocking their hustle. One guy posted, "I started waking up at 5 a.m. to write. My roommate laughed, said I was trying to be Elon Musk. Now my book's published and he's still scrolling." That's the crabs in a bucket syndrome. They pull you down to stay comfortable. Dark psychology explains why. This is social leveling, a tactic to enforce conformity. A 2023 Baylor University study on TikTok and Instagram found that users who show intense discipline often face ridicule from peers who feel threatened by their focus. It's not about you, it's about their insecurity. Joe Rogan nailed it. People hate seeing you grind because it reminds them they're not. Their laughter is a defense mechanism, a way to avoid facing their own mediocrity. Stoicism flips the script. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Their laughter isn't your failure, it's your badge of honor. Case study, Arnold Schwarzenegger. When he started bodybuilding, his family mocked him, calling it a waste of time. He didn't argue, he didn't sulk, he trained harder. Their ridicule became his motivation, forging one of the most iconic careers in history. Your move. First, expect the laughter. It's a sign you're breaking free. Second, reframe it. Every chuckle is proof you're outgrowing their world. Third, double down. If they laugh at your 5 a.m. workouts, wake up at 4:30. If they mock your side hustle, work an extra hour. Action silences noise. A 2025 X post summed it up. "They laughed when I started coding at 30. Now I'm a senior dev, and they're asking for job referrals." Grind in silence. Who's laughed at your hustle? Drop an arm flex emoji if you're turning their mockery into your victory. I'm so proud of you. You're killing it. Sounds nice, right? But the third way people demotivate you is by competing in secret while acting supportive. They're your cheerleader in public, but behind the scenes, they're plotting to outshine you, undermine you, or keep you in their shadow. It's betrayal dressed as love. This one's sneaky. A 2024 Reddit thread on unrelenting social media marketing blew up when a creator shared how his mentor praised his YouTube channel publicly, but privately copied his content and siphoned his audience. That's the game. They smile, clap, and say the right words, but their actions tell a different story. Psychology calls this covert competition, a hallmark of narcissistic sabotage. They don't want to lose you as an ally, but they also don't want you to outgrow them. Dark psychology unpacks it. A 2025 BMC psychiatry study on social media found that platforms like TikTok amplify covert competition, with users subtly one-upping each other under the guise of support. Think of the friend who congratulates your promotion but forgets to share your post, or the colleague who praises your idea in a meeting, then pitches a better version to the boss. As Jordan Peterson warns, beware of those who claim to be your ally but flinch when you succeed. Stoicism offers the antidote. Seneca wrote, "Pay no attention to what others say about you, for they are not your concern." Their secret competition isn't your problem, it's theirs. Case study: Kobe Bryant. Early in his career, teammates praised his work ethic publicly, but resented his intensity privately, trying to outdo him in practice. Kobe didn't confront them, he outworked them. His focus was his game, not their games. Here's the playbook. First, spot the signs. Excessive praise paired with subtle sabotage, like accidental oversights or backhanded compliments. Second, reframe it. Their competition proves your threat level. Third, detach. Don't call them out. Starve their ego by ignoring their moves and focusing on your mission. A 2025 viral tweet nailed it. "My supporter copied my business model. I didn't fight, I innovated. Now I'm 2 steps ahead." Remember that time you tried and failed? You're not cut out for this. You've crashed before. The fourth way people demotivate you is by dragging up your past. They weaponize your old mistakes, your setbacks, your darkest moments to keep you anchored in doubt. And it works because it hits where you're most vulnerable, your own fear of repeating history. This is personal. A 2025 Instagram reel went viral when a guy shared how his brother kept bringing up his failed startup whenever he talked about new ventures. "You lost everything last time," he'd say. That wasn't advice, it was sabotage. Psychology calls this trauma anchoring, using past pain to trigger present fear. It's why toxic people love reminding you of your low points. They know it stings. A 2023 Think Global Health report on TikTok's mental health communities noted how users often face toxicity from peers who exploit past struggles to undermine growth. Dark psychology shows the intent. This tactic is about control. By keeping you tied to your old self, they prevent you from becoming a threat to their ego. As David Goggins says, they don't want you to evolve because it forces them to look in the mirror. Their reminders aren't about your past. They're about their present insecurity. Stoicism cuts through. Marcus Aurelius said, "The past is gone, the future is not yet here, and the present is all we have." Your failures don't define you, your response does. Case study: J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter, she was a broke single mother, rejected by 12 publishers. Her critics, friends, family reminded her of every rejection. She didn't argue, she wrote. Her past became her fuel, not her chains. So what should be your strategy? First, recognize the anchor. When they bring up your past, they're trying to control your future. Second, reframe it. Every failure taught you something. List those lessons. Third, move forward. Set a daily goal tied to your vision and hit it, no matter how small. A 2025 ex post summed it up. My ex said I'd never amount to anything after my divorce. Now I'm running a six-figure business. Your past isn't your prison. I'm just looking out for you. I'm only being honest. You're not ready for this. The fifth way people demotivate you is by pretending they care while feeding your doubt. This is the cruelest cut. They cloak their sabotage in concern, making you question your own judgment. And because it feels like love, you let it in. This one's brutal. A 2024 Washington Post article on TikTok's algorithm highlighted how creators face mob mentality attacks disguised as helpful feedback. In real life, it's the friend who says, "I don't want you to get hurt chasing this dream." Or the parent who warns, "I'm just being realistic. You'll struggle like I did." Psychology calls this gaslighting, making you doubt your reality. A 2025 Big Think piece called it toxic to divide people into supporters and saboteurs. But that's exactly what this is. Sabotage wrapped in care. Dark psychology reveals the motive. They're protecting their worldview. If you succeed, you disprove their belief that life is unfair or dreams are dangerous. As Joe Rogan puts it, some people love you, but they love their comfort zone more. Their honesty isn't about you. It's about keeping their reality intact. Stoicism is your shield. Epictetus said, "There is only one way to happiness. Cease worrying about things beyond your control." Their opinions are not your reality. Case study, Elon Musk. When he started SpaceX, friends warned him he'd fail, citing his lack of aerospace experience. Their concern was fear of his audacity. Musk ignored them, focusing on what he could control, his work. Today, SpaceX is rewriting history. Your plan? First, identify the disguise. Care that leaves you doubting yourself is manipulation. Second, reframe it. Their doubt is their fear, not your truth. Third, trust your vision. Write down why your goal matters to you. Read it daily. Act on it. A 2025 viral TikTok summed it up. My boss said I wasn't ready for a promotion. I applied anyway. Got it. Trust yourself. Let's bring it home. You've seen the 5 ways people demotivate you. They downplay your goals, calling them unrealistic. They laugh at your efforts, mocking your discipline. They compete in secret, hiding betrayal behind smiles. They chain you to your past, weaponizing old failures. And they pretend to care, feeding your doubt with honesty. These aren't just tactics, they're tests. Tests of your resolve, your fire, your stoic core. Here's the truth. Their demotivation is not your defeat, it's your forge. Every jab, every smirk, every "I'm just looking out for you" is raw material for your growth. Stoicism teaches that pain is a teacher. As Marcus Aurelius said, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Their words only have power if you give it to them. Take that power back. In 2025, the world is screaming for men to rise above the noise. X posts are flooded with stories of men turning betrayal into triumph. TikTok reels celebrate those who defy the doubters. Podcasts like Joe Rogan's and Patrick Bet-David's are rallying millions to embrace discipline over distraction. This is your moment. Their demotivation is your fuel. Use it to build something unbreakable. Your action plan is simple. First, see their tactics for what they are. Fear, not truth. Second, reframe every attack as a challenge to prove them wrong. Third, act relentlessly. Write your goals. Train your body. Build your empire. Let their doubt be the spark that lights your fire. And when you rise, you'll inspire others to do the same. If this hit you, send it to a man who's felt the weight of other people's doubts. He needs to hear this. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join the Stoic Blueprint movement. We're building men who don't just survive, they dominate. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Said by Marcus Aurelius. Their demotivation is nothing. Your resolve is everything. Keep forging.